This is a cry. Not just from my face, but like from my soul, from a deep, deep part. And so this is parenting with heart is what I'm calling this. But this is a call. This is me sounding the alarm. Parents. So they, it's always the thing when you're trying to start your business and say who's your niche and what's your target audience and all this shit, right? And I'm sorry, because I said this is for the children. Because I want the children to be able to hear this too. Because stop using your parents. You're using your parents. And because your parents love you, they can't even see. So, this is parenting with heart. This is a call to parent with heart. And I spell heart HEART. Because in the word heart is art. What you have given this world and this planet, those of you who have made children, whether if it was a whole thing that y'all got married or if it was something, whatever. But you have done the most amazing thing that you could do, right? And it has taken your creation and it is using it against you. It's using your decision to even make life. If life wasn't made, you wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here, nothing would be made. So all that we make, hear me out, everything that we make, they figure out how to make money off of. Everything that you make, the things that you think, they figure out a way to get it on the stores. Everything. So you making a human life and brave enough to do it, because I wasn't brave enough. First confession, I wasn't brave enough to do it. So you making a human life with another human who got human conditions, and the world has his foot on his neck, and the world is still taxing us, and the world is still telling us how to pray, telling us what to do. Listen to who is that? Skippy Marlins. That's Bob Marlins. Marley. Skip Marley. That's Bob Marley's son. Listen to Lions. It said they telling us how to pray. They telling us how to do everything, and yet we still can't do nothing right. Parents, we gotta get our children. They're using our children. Have you seen that movie, The Green Mile? And I think the guy named John Coffey was the character. And he said the reason why that man was able to kill him is because he used their love against them. He was talking about the two little girls that he was actually on death row for and about to go to jail for killing these two girls. And he didn't kill the girls. But he said that the man used their love against them. The world is using our love against us. You say you'll die for your children and you'll do all these things for your children. But parents, where is your heart for your children? And not just inside of these emotions, but where is your intention to continue to create? You birthed something that the world has never seen before and will never see again. Whatever your relationship is with the other parent, y'all have done an amazing thing. And for y'all not to both capitalize off of that investment that both of you put in on, because child cannot be made without two parties, right? And I get it, we got all this new stuff happening, but like, bear with me, stay to the point. And they're using our love. Parents, your love is being used against you. Children, it's got your love somewhere else. And so now you see parents as the vending machines, and it's just gimme, 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 gimme. But our Baker-Act rates have increased. Our anorexic rates have increased. Our murder rates amongst our young people have increased. So parents, even if you're loving more or whatever, you feel like you're doing more, we're still losing our children. So something obviously is still not right. Something not adding up. The proof ain't in the pudding. Either our love is feeling like damage, or we're doing something wrong, or what we're doing was never about saving our children in the first place. So who has to do it? We do. We do. Have you ever heard a cry of a mother when her baby is born with no life in it? Have you ever heard the cry of a mother when her child has been medically stolen from her? Do you know the cries of a father when he lays in the prison cell and he feels like he's failed? No. I talk to men who tell me about this. I personally have heard the cries of women who born who who laid there holding their babies because the baby was no longer alive. I've heard the cries of moms scream when their baby was when they was escorted out of the hospital, saying that they could no longer see their child anymore. They telling us how to do everything. And you would think if someone's telling you something that it's about guidance and helping you do the things that you really desire, right? Someone telling you something should like be for your good, should be for your betterment, should be for the well-being of you, should be that you leave a legacy. And so who is telling us, right? Let's think about that. Who is telling us, who's pumping us with the stuff on the television, who's giving us the stuff on the telephones, who gives us these ridiculous ass things? Oh, see, sorry, I wanted this to be for the children. To give us these ridiculous things, to say that these are the conditions our children have to live in, that these are the conditions parents have to be parents in. Can't you see that this isn't for your betterment? And so who's gonna have to do it? Parents. I was afraid to be a parent because all the things that I now watch parents go through. And so I didn't know as a little girl all the details. I just knew that it was something that I watch mothers and fathers and people who are doing this thing, raising kids. And it came with something that I now know, right? It's not a generational curse. It's systematic. It's designed. It's orchestrated. It was put together. And so, parents. So you ask me, I guess my niche, who is my target audience? And then it would be parents. It would have been all kind of parents. Those who wanted to be parents and chose not to be, those who are the single fathers, the single mothers, the grandparents who have stepped in to provide guardianship while their children are probably in jail or dead, right? But if we don't create advocating households, we need advocating households. We need our households advocating for the things, for the stuff, because our children are dying at an alarming rate, and adults. And parents, you're having to put on like the Joneses and pretend like the Kardashians that you love this struggle life and I die for my kid, but when the words come out your mouth, it shows how miserable and angry you are. And so the thing is, if I can hear it, then your children can too. Your children can too. So, parenting with heart. Who's down? Who's down? And this is not to tell you how to raise your children, but I want you to know that you're not raising your children alone. Your children is on a program. Your children is on a systematic spectrum. They have intentionally been giving our children all kind of stuff that medically puts them in positions and chemically jacks them up. And who has to deal with that or try to make that better? You as a parent. And when you don't do that properly, they will take your child away from you and say that you are unfit and you're not doing it right and X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z. This is about our children. This is about us coming together and standing together and unifying our voices for our future. If we say we are the world, right? And if we say the children are our future, then how much future are we really giving them? Are we giving them an opportunity to even live, to create, to play? And this is why I call it parenting with heart, because it is time to be creative in how you say you love your child. I get it. It might not didn't work out with the other person, the sperm donor or the person that you decided to and half of you didn't even decide. The baby just came. So like, let's be real. Like, we gotta be real right now. We got to be real right now, because this systematic design that is set out, that is already at large and working, the numbers show it. It is already working. It is already doing the thing. So it's not, the war ain't even about the baby daddy anymore. That was a whole thing, or at least they made us feel like that was the whole thing. So this isn't about hating the baby daddy and hating the baby mama no more. No. Cause the world, that the world will still come do what they're gonna do to your child. And the thing is why you so called hate the baby daddy, because he wasn't doing right. He wasn't doing right by the baby. Or he wasn't doing right. But are you doing right knowing that that there is a system, that there are a set of rules happening and things that are going on, especially in your neighborhood, right? Where is the funding going? Is it going for programs to make sure while you at work busting your behind, making sure that you get food on the table and keep a roof over your children's head that you say you love, that your neighborhood is safe? Shouldn't you be able to depend on the neighborhood being safe where your children play while you're at some corporate America's job making money, that you can depend on, that your children will be there when you get home? You deserve that. And if we're not at the neighborhood associations, if we're not at City Hall, if we're not creating advocating families when we advocate towards these things, then nothing's going to change. And we're going to continue to lose our babies at an alarming rate, at a younger rate. More parents are going to bury their children instead of what we felt like children should be burying their parents. And nothing changes. We don't make the world better for our grandchildren. We don't make the world better for us. We're not making the world better if we don't make the world see our value, and if we don't make the world shift on its axis so that it provides us what we need as individuals to raise our children properly in a world that is about watching our children grow up. I just had to get that out. Keep smiling. Keep shining. What can we do about it? That's the question. What shall we do about it? Are you going to hear this video and not do nothing about it? You're going to go home and tuck your children in as if bullets don't come through doors. You're going to go home and tuck your children in as if they don't go to that F school and they're constantly building up brand new high rises, but your child still go to the F school, which means your city has money. Your city has funding. And don't you see where they're putting it? They're not putting it in better educating your child. They're putting it in for better high rise to make the skyline more beautiful. This is not about our children. This is not about where we live. This is not about the things that we love and who does something about it. Parents, moms, we're going to live in a world that was going to hate the ladies that make the babies. Tupac. Don't be a part of the thing that hate the ladies that make the babies. Don't hate yourself. Let's make some change. Loving yourself is loving the world and changing something. Let's do it. Keep smiling, keep shining. But don't just settle. Get on your parent. Get a job that allows you to show up for your child at school more, to figure out what's going on, right? Be demanding, create it, and if it's not there, create it. Get with the ladies in the neighborhood, and maybe that other baby mama that you so mad at, maybe she can help you be a better mama. And that better mama that she gonna try to take your place, because can't nobody take your place. Ain't a woman alive that can take my mama's place. And my mama was on drugs. My mama didn't even raise me. And I know for all the fill in the blank moms that the creator gave me, I got plenty of women that filled in for my mama when she couldn't. They were trying to take her place. They was just trying to nurture in the spot that needed to be nurtured. If you don't, how dare you not allow your child to get some type of nurturing that they still need, that helps you still be the amazing parent that you are, while your child lacks nothing. But you so angry because he moved on and he had another baby from here. Like, listen, we got to change some things. We got to be realistic about some things. Who's ready? Because I'm ready. And if we don't do nothing, nothing changes. And I was afraid to have children because of all the things, all the fears. Your fears were my fears before the kids. And that's why I didn't have any. And I see that there's way more boogeymen than you could even imagine. The idea of a mom being at work and finding out her son shot her other son. Come on. Freddy Krueger couldn't even be that scary. We're living nightmares. And we're passing through them like they're nothing. Don't only be the victim. We get to disrupt these outdated narratives today. We get to change these things. I gotta go on my meeting. Y'all be great.